We are going to have a fun night tonight. So today, oh, I don't know how loud my microphone is, but hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, so today I'm going to be taking you into the creative realm that I use called Skyhold. So I'm going to show a couple of the things that I make, I guess. Is the stream running all right? I keep getting like a little message saying that it's running a bit higher than it should. So hopefully it's all right for you guys. Let me know if it's kind of pausing or anything like that. And I'll see what I can do to fix it. However, today, yes, Skyhold. So this is Skyhold. It's a realm that my two friends and I made to kind of just like build creatively on, and it's the realm that I've been using to create maybe for like, gosh, how long? Maybe like 5 years on this realm? No, maybe 4 years. I think it's like 4 years. But let's go in. It usually takes a minute to connect, so bear with it. Okay, so yeah, Ryder said 5 years, so it's been 5 years. Oh my gosh, it's such a long time. But yeah, twiddling the thumbs as it connects. Does anyone else find that it takes ages to connect to their realm? Or is that just me? I hope it's not just me. So, this is probably not the best time to ask, actually, because it's a really quiet lull in the music, but can you hear the music okay? It's quiet. Well, this is a quiet part of the song, I guess. Righto. So, welcome to Erinport. This is my port town. I've been working on it for probably about 3 years on and off. So this isn't like 3 years straight every single day building. It's just kind of a little bit here and there when I have the time. But yeah. Is it Alishay? I think it's Alishay. Finished part of my homework. Awesome. See, don't you feel better now? Do you feel better that you've done it? Because now you can relax for a little while. Right, let's have a look. So, I guess like the first thing... Oh, what's that? Some pigs. Okay. So yeah, the first thing I did really was I built this kind of big wall first. And as you can see, it's really bare on this side still. I haven't like finished anything on that side. I only really just started putting these kind of turret walls in yesterday. Which I think is looking all right. I've changed to the color of this wall like 3 times. And again yesterday, twice. But yeah, so let's go in and have a look. There's a lot of things that I still need to decorate. I kind of want each building in here to have a purpose. So this one here will be like it says, the armory, but I haven't obviously I haven't got anything in there just yet. But you know, it'll get there. This one here is going to be a shop, maybe selling like weapons. So where are we? Weapons and tools and things like that. I'll use these to decorate the walls and stuff like that. Hopefully it'll look all right. It tends to look all right, you know, like when it's finished. This is going to be probably the other side of the shop. I've started decorating this side, but that's it so far. So we come out. So you can actually go up the stairs here. Let's have a look. Out to a little balcony. Gaming Gladiator. Hello, you started early today. I started at 7 o'clock. Let me just double check that I said I was starting at 7 o'clock. Yep, 7 o'clock. I almost had a heart attack. I was like, oh my gosh, did I start an hour early by mistake? That's definitely something I would do, by the way. Yeah, so this is kind of the little balcony, like a walkway in between two buildings. I don't have anything in here yet. It's just a giant drop, so... and then if you come back down the stairs here, it takes you out onto the wall, which is a bit fancy. So the very first building that I built in here was actually this spire. I tried to kind of make it look like it's kind of old and tilting to one side, like it's almost kind of like it's almost falling over a bit, so it needs to be held up. So I put like these kind of like struts underneath it to make it look like it's holding the building in place. I mean, it was kind of fun to do, but like this kind of this area here was an absolute nightmare to keep like measured correctly. What are we doing today? We are exploring my creative realm, and just a few of the builds that I've done over the last couple of years. You know, everyone that's watched so far has only seen me like really struggle with survival, which I'm not fantastic at. But I really do enjoy the building side of things, so I thought today we could explore my creative realm. So a lot of the buildings are finished inside, they just need to be decorated. Again, like these just need to be decorated. Struggle is a kind way to put it. It took a while to make this one. So this has kind of got like a tiny bit of decoration in it. So this realm is kind of like a fantasy realm. So it's kind of medieval style. If you would imagine, there would be like magic and things in it. It just makes for some interesting builds, I guess. Let's have a look then. So this is my lovely custom tree. Potions, yeah, potions. Why don't you install Nightbot? It will help you a lot with the moderation of your streams. Explain that to me. I don't know what that means. Do you mean like moderation as in like moderating the chat and stuff? I don't know. I am mega stream nerd. Actually, this pathway idea, I stole it off Craig because it was really boring looking. I just had straight like pavement blocks and it was really boring. So he said, why don't you add some different kind of blocks into it? So I did. And I'm really pleased with how it looks now. So this building here is like the main, I guess like the mayor's building. If the town had a mayor, this would be like his office building. There's not really much in there at the moment. I've got a nice little, like a little pond, I suppose, out the front here. It's decorated nicely. And then as you come in, it's just like a little bit of a reception area. So up here, which is one of the buildings that I'm going to be working on today, I'm going to be making a library in here. So loads and loads of bookshelves, maybe some like tables and chairs. We're just going to decorate it really nicely. Nice view from the balcony there. So a lot of these buildings here now I have already decorated. So this is quite a fun one. This one is like an inn. So you've got your reception area, nice stairway. I've got a bar through here, tables and chairs. And then I believe up here is another eating area, but like a little bit more fancy. And some cake. High class inn, yeah. It's a high class inn. What's in this one? That one doesn't have anything in it right now. It's a really small building. I'll probably find a use for it at some point. So this one is kind of like a tavern, I suppose. So you've got like a menu here. You can have drinks, beers, wines, all fancy drinks. It's like a seating area. And then again, when you go up, it's like a nicer seating area. Fancy. Well, yeah, I mean, if you want some. Speaking of which, my drink is like super sour. Craig bought some like lemon San Pellegrinos. And they're like really bitter. Ugh. Rightio. So let's get back to this one here. We'll help you with applying rules in your chat. You can add commands to your stream. For example, if you built an automatic farm and you got that idea from another YouTuber, you can use commands. Okay. I suppose I could look into it. I'll try. So this kind of takes us up into the inn area. So it's basically a hotel. Pretty much every room in here is decorated. I think they're kind of symmetrical, just different color schemes. And then when you go up into the second level, the rooms are a little bit bigger and they have a bigger bathroom with real water. I love that you can have like half block size water now. Astralin just joined. Holy crap, is this your build? This is indeed my build. This is my creative realm, where I've been building for a really long time. This is kind of like a potions area. So a lot of the items that you see, I obviously, because it's a creative world, I don't kind of have use for any actual items. So like furnaces and things like that, I just use like purely for decoration. So like this one here, I've just got, what is that, like a hopper with like a brewing stand on top of it and then a campfire underneath it, just to make it look like it's kind of like something bubbling. It's for looks. Yeah, it's for looks basically. And let's go up to room 5. I think these rooms get smaller as you get to the top. But yeah, you've got like a little kind of small library area. Same on the other side. Like I said, the rooms are all symmetrical. They just have different color schemes to keep things interesting. And then come to the top. And it's a nice little seating area. So if you're a guest at the inn, you can come and enjoy the view. So what's the next one? Let's go down here. So this is, oh, the potions dealer. Right, so this was my first attempt at some kind of like redstone contraption, and I've never tried to do anything with redstone before, but I wanted it to look kind of magical when you go into the potions shop. So I got Craig to help me with a tripwire, because like I said, I've never really had to use anything like this. So when you walk through and you hit the tripwire, it shoots it shoots potions. So it makes it look like the countertop has kind of got little exciting magic effects on it. But I don't know what potions come out. They're totally random, so like hopefully it won't actually do any damage. But yeah, so with the potions shop, I just got a whole bunch of like potions and arrows and magic looking things to kind of make it look neat. I've got like blue ice as the counters because it's a bit kind of iridescent. I've got like prices for things because I wanted it to look like a real shop. And then up here is where the kind of potion master would do his work and make things. Yeah. So that's that one. When you come through here, this... Oh, so this is the hospital. So I've basically made like an entire town, and I tried to think like what buildings would you find in like an actual city. So you'd have like shops, you'd have hotels, you'd have like medical centers, restaurants, like bakeries, like a whole bunch of things. So I kind of attempted to make like as much as I could. So yeah, each one of these is like a little hospital cubicle. I don't know what's upstairs. I don't know if I've made upstairs yet. Everything is still a work in progress, so yeah, I haven't done anything upstairs yet. And then this is just a huge big spire. I don't have anything in it. Right, let's get down. Oh, can't go that way. Everything in a single house. In a single city. So everything that you might find when you travel to a city. Right, so what's next? I've got a little maze. I made a little maze here behind the mayor's building. This is the blacksmith. So I've got a whole bunch of armor on stands. Stuff that makes it look like a blacksmith, pretty much. And then you can actually go up there and it takes you right up to the top of the tower, where it kind of acts as a bit of a lookout. So you can see the ships coming in and stuff like that. What's next? Let's see. Oh, so this one here. This building here is probably one of my favorite buildings. I think it took me the longest to build, just because I detailed everything in it. So this is a completely finished building, and it's like a hotel, and I tried to do the rooms as like lavishly as I could, so everything's decorated really nicely. Well, to me, I think they're decorated really nicely. So this is where you'd come in and you'd say, I want a room. And they'd say, yep, sure. You pay for your room. You come into the kind of waiting room area, or like a lounge area where you can chill out and stuff like that. I would want to stay in this hotel. So to go up, you go up this way to go up the stairs, or you can go out into this area here, which is just like a little extra part. But yes, so the rooms are color coded. And each of the small rooms has like a little balcony as well. So this one I somehow managed to fit like 6 rooms on this level. So they're all a little bit smaller, but they're still, because they've got really high ceilings, they look a lot bigger than what they are. A little flower, that's cute. Oh no, it has 4 rooms, my mistake. This is the smallest of the rooms. But like, you could still get a view outside. Haha. And I think this is orange. Yeah, this is the orange room. Small. Right. Nice little decorations there. Okay. This is my favorite bit. I spent so long decorating this room. And if you remember when Craig did that kind of episode where you build, where you're like building, I think it's like 100 items or stuff, something that you can build. And he used a couple of my designs because I said, can you please use some of my designs? Because I worked really hard on them. So this is where the designs that I made, I got utilized. So this is like the master suite of this particular hotel, and I spent so long decorating this room, but it was really, really fun. So, and this was also the first time that I used like these kind of items to make like a pot plant or like a big tree. I don't know what they're called. Is it like a topiary tree or something? Anyway, you know what it is. So yeah, so this one here, this like bookshelf with spaces and things in it and lanterns, this is the one that I asked Craig to put in that video, just because I think it looks really, really cool, and it kind of reminds me a bit of like an IKEA bookcase. So yeah, I was really proud of myself for making this actually. And you've got a really nice big fireplace here. You can see out the windows. Nice seating area, bed area, workstation. And that's it for this building. So, behind every great man is an even greater woman. Thanks, that's really nice. And then out here is just a regular little seating area. Another custom tree. I love building custom trees. One thing that I really love about this texture pack as well is that they actually have like proper ferns. It's like, look at the leaves on that. They just look so good. Could make a really nice looking kind of like Jurassic build with those ferns. And there's another custom tree. I put some vines off that one to kind of make it look old. Treehouse. Oh, a treehouse. We could do a tree. I could do a treehouse, but probably not in this town because it wouldn't really fit. This is just kind of like a guard tower. I'm trying to keep in with like the medieval theme. I just kind of built a guard tower. And there's another watchtower over there as well. So this lovely building here is like a theater. So like you would come in and have a seat, and then there would be someone doing like a theater show up here, and then you've got tables and chairs and another fire pit. But if you come through here, you've got a dressing room. I do try and think of everything. And then if you pop up the stairs, I don't remember what's up here. Nothing yet, just a little kind of space. Ooh. Australian. This really is so amazing. Thank you. So we're getting closer to the docks now, and this is the dock bakery. So I've just got like a load of bread in item frames, and I have prices for things. You know, obviously this will never be a working town, but it's just nice to kind of make it look as authentic as possible in a way. So obviously these here are like your ovens to make your bread, and then you've got like your work surfaces. That's meant to look like flour, but I think it's like compost. So don't worry, I'm not making bread out of compost. And then just out here, we've got a little wheat garden. So that's where they get the wheat to mill the flour. Let's have a look. What's Python doing right now? I don't actually know. He did pop his head in just before I started the stream, just to say like have fun. So I'm not really sure what he's doing at the moment. Oh, also, I have a slice of real lemon in my lemonade because I'm a bit extra like that today. And also, when I was in Australia, I went to a shop called EB Games. I think it was EB Games I got this from. EB Games or something else. And I bought a whole bunch of Dragon Ball Z merchandise. And this is a really cool one because it's got Gohan on it. And I love Gohan. He's very cute. So he's my coaster right now. Right, which direction am I facing? I don't think I've forgotten any buildings yet. Right, so we'll head out into the docks. So this is the area that I'm working on at the moment. I just finished building these kind of 4 houses. The one thing that I hadn't built in this town up until now was actual just like singular houses. And I tried to build them like tall and thin, kind of like the houses that you see built next to docks in like many seaside towns. None of these houses are decorated yet. They're just empty shells, so that's something that I'll be working on maybe later in the stream. But each of them are multiple stories. Did you know that in lockdown a husband fell in love with his wife and broke up with his girlfriend? Haha. I don't know if that's a joke. But that's a cool story. So yeah, and then I've just got a couple of little boats here. And again, trying to keep things looking authentic. I've got like a little warehouse where you've got a whole bunch of storage. Obviously there's nothing in any of the boxes. So this one is just very small, but the next one is one of my favorites. So this like takes you down into the bottom of the boat where there's a whole bunch of storage. It was really fun to build these boats. Like up until I started building this town, I'd never tried to build boats. So it was an effort. So this one here is still a work in progress. But we've just got like some little rowboats here. If you want a nice little trip out on the joke. I just read, is that a joke? And said on the joke. On the docks, I meant. Yeah, so over here we have some cranes and a whole bunch of cargo. And I wanted to make it look like it was almost automatic. So none of these rails work. They're like purely for decoration. But it kind of makes it look like they're all like on their way to be unpacked. Rin, how are you today, lady? I'm really good today. I've been having a really nice day, a really chill day. I'm really enjoying like where my new setup is. It's in the living room, so I have like a much larger space now. And it just means like Craig gets his office back as well. It just means like we can both use a computer at the same time. You know, if he wants to play Call of Duty, I can play Minecraft, or if he wants to record something late at night, I can still play on my PC. So on this side of the ship is where the people who like work on the ship would live. So like bunk beds and stuff like that. Little cargo area for their stuff. And then this takes you up into the main boat area, which I'm currently in the middle of measuring up how big I want the sails to be. I did have sails on it before, but over like the 3 years that I've been working on this particular town, I decided that I hated the way that I'd made the sails. So I took them all down, and I'm kind of in the process of like remaking them at the moment. So, and then we've just got another boat here, and then a really big lighthouse. One of the first things I built here was this big lighthouse before I had like a color scheme for things. So that's pretty much every building in this town right now. I've got some little diagonal boats. It was my first time trying to build anything on an angle, and it was quite difficult, but they're small, so it didn't take too long. Yeah, the blue glass is cute, isn't it? It is such a large build. Hats off to you. It is a large build, but I've been doing it over a couple of years. And like I said, not straight like every single day building. Just whenever I have the time, I just add little bits to it here and there. Like I said yesterday, I added the front section here, so I added these little balconies and turrets and things like that. I did that yesterday, so I might add some more of that later as well. Right, so if we go over this way, we'll see a whole bunch of stuff. So there's a little fishing village here, which I just kind of built some pathways in. Nothing extravagant. Right, so the next town that I'm going to take you to see is a little town called Okami Town, and it was the first town that I built, and then we used the save file for that to make the realm. So this was like the first build in the realm. These what are they called? Windmills. These were built by my friend Striker, who also comes on the realm. He's got his own city, which is amazing. But he came and built these windmills. I just thought they looked really good in the farming area of the town. So this was originally just a normal sized village. And I just kind of started adding buildings to it one by one. And I started building this before I knew how to use commands, so everything is literally built block by block, and it took me about 4 weeks to build all of these, and that was like literally every day for 4 weeks. But it was really fun. And pretty much every single one of the houses in this town is fully furnished. So you can see why it took me such a long time. I'm not going to go into every single building, obviously. Oh, increase my mic sound. Is it too quiet? I'll move it closer to my face. Is that a bit better? Or is that kind of... Just let me know if that's a bit better. I'll wait. I hope that this is a little bit better in terms of loudness. But yeah, so every one of these houses... Oh, okay. It's better? Good. Okay. So yeah, like every one of these houses is decorated. Just very simply decorated though. So, I mean, that one's just got flooring. Maybe not every single one, but yeah. So just simply like beds and stuff. This is a little inn. Yeah, very simple interiors. This one's just got bookcases in it, but whatever. Yeah. This was quite a fun one. It's like a cathedral, and this is my favorite bridge that I've ever built. It's really simple, but I just think it's quite cute. So, yeah. And that takes you into the cathedral. was quite fun to build this one. Nothing too fancy, just quite a simple interior. Because with these buildings, like, it was the outside that kind of I really wanted to make a bit extravagant. Oh, don't forget the little hideaway. Which hideaway is that? In the cathedral? I don't know which hideaway you mean. We've got a little boat area. The waterfall. Oh, yeah. I'll get to that later. But yeah, so it's a pretty massive town. Eventually, I would like my port town to be as expansive as this. So if you come through, it's kind of like a very narrow walkway with loads of different little shops and places you can visit. Wares of all kinds. And then we've got a little marketplace area here, selling a whole range of different items, and a lovely waterfall, and a monument in the middle there. There's a tavern there. And then it expands out into this direction, expands out into this direction, and then this one leads all the way to the very first joint build that my two friends, Striker and Ryder, and I did together, which is, wait for it, the castle! We spent so much time building this together. It was insane. And the funniest thing is we each kind of took a section to make. It does have a working rail cart system throughout the whole castle, which is really fun to go on. So maybe we can go on that fun ride. But basically, we were each in charge of building like a section of this outer wall. So like Striker built one side, I built one side, and Ryder built one side. And Striker built, Ryder built one entire wall. So like this entire wall, but on the other side, out of monster stone eggs. So when I was blasting away the inside of the wall to build the interior, the whole wall collapsed into yeah. So we had to build the entire side of the wall again. It was insane. So the palace is fully decorated as well. So I decorated the interior. A time lapse. Oh gosh. Yeah, time lapse would be fun. So this takes you into it's kind of like a throne room, I guess. You just chill out here. It's very blue and white. Gosh, I didn't really think of that. And then if you come out the top here, we can just take you into like the master kind of palace bedroom, I suppose, where like the king or the lord of that town would sleep and live. But yeah, very big build, took a very long time. Striker built this. It's really cool. Some kind of defense system. Yeah, good fun. I'm playing Minecraft right now. Good. Good. It's such a good, fun game. This area I'm still working on, but you know, it'll be finished in due time. This is another theater that I built. I'm not too keen on any of the bricks that I used for it, so I might redo it. But this is like a proper theater, so you've got all your seats, and then you've got like upper seating as well, your performance area, all of your dressing rooms, makeup areas. don't skimp on the details. Let's move that over there again. Right. I don't know how dark this is going to be. I'm going to take you into the nether for probably my absolute favorite build of all time. We did a lot of terraforming for this. I basically took away the entire ceiling of the nether for hundreds and thousands of blocks so that the ceiling would just be blank. Gaming Gladiator, have you ever broke your leg or fractured your hand or had a stitch at the back of your head? Never. So this is probably... Okay, how do I explain this? So other than the first town that I showed you, this is the building that has taken me the longest amount of time. And it's called the Nether Palace. And as we get closer, you'll see why it took such a long time. It is basically a massive, massive palace that I built here in the Nether. It is the biggest build I've ever made, ever, like in all of my years. Almost every room is fully decorated now. I don't know why that's on the side there, randomly placed. I worked on this for definitely, probably non-stop, maybe like 4 or 5 months. And that was kind of getting on Minecraft every day. If you came to the last stream and you saw that I made a comment about I made a comment about a point in my life where I played Minecraft for so long that I started seeing lines in just everyday vision. This is the building that caused that. So we come to the inside of the building. It opens up into a massive foyer where this was the build. Yeah, this was the build that kind of made me hallucinate Minecraft in real life, just because I spent so much time on it. So you come up and you come to a throne. It's just a giant, like, demonic palace, I guess. Right, so let's do this bit by bit. If we come down to this section first, you've got a very large seating room with a chandelier. If you come down into this section, whoa, that looks different. I think they've changed the texture of the floor because it didn't it didn't look like that before. This is kind of like a ballroom area, I guess. So for those amazing fancy nether dinner parties that we all have. This section here, I think, goes down into the dungeon area, I think. This doesn't have anything in it yet. This is one of the libraries. So I kind of want to build a similar library in the port town. Obviously not as, you know, extravagant as this one with all the gold and things. But yeah. And then you come up into the second library with its giant chandelier and fancy magic books. A few seating areas. And this takes you up onto the second level. I'm sorry if it's really, really dark. I hope that you can still see it all properly. I forget what's up here. Oh, okay. Have to get it right the first time. I think this is just kind of like a... This used to be the dining room, but I moved the dining room to a larger space. Rightio, so... Let's fly and we'll make it a bit quicker. Just another big room. It goes upstairs into another library area. And then out of nowhere. Have you watched Stranger Things? Yeah! I love Stranger Things. Let's have a look. So... I think this is the dining area. Oh yeah, so this is the dining area. And it also has a full kitchen underneath. And some recipe books. And a great show to binge. Yeah, absolutely. When it first came out, I think I watched like 6 episodes in one night, and I was like really disappointed with myself because I was like, no, I've hardly got anything else to watch. I will not give any spoilers, don't worry. So these are just a few little like bedroom areas. Nothing like super fancy. Oh, except down here I think there's a bathroom. Is this the bathroom? I think this is just a dressing room. Oh gosh, where am I? I'm lost now. Oh, up here. I'm not used to it being so dark now. I've been like building in really bright areas. This is just a little balcony here. And then we have another bedroom here with a library up the top. And so this is kind of like the storage room. And then there's a bath here, but obviously it has no water in it. Your sense of direction strikes again, yeah. I get lost inside my own builds, but that's only because they're so big. And then this still needs to be decorated. And then this just connects across to the other side of the tower. So that is it for the Nether Palace. If we go down underneath the palace, you come to a small kind of like primitive village, I suppose. With a cat statue. Yeah. And there's a little wolf down here as well. I don't know how he got down here. Oh. This is Lord Okami. This is the wolf that was tamed in Okami Town and somehow followed us down here. So this whole palace was built on top of another fortress. Yeah, took a long time to kind of get it all sorted, but yeah. Let's go back around, follow the light path. Make sure I don't get lost. There it is. So we haven't really made any nice looking pathways in the Nether because other than myself, my 2 friends that I play with haven't really built a lot of stuff in there. But we each made custom banners for all of our cities. Right, what's the other one? Right, so I'm gonna, hopefully this takes us to the right place. Where is it? This should take us to the Ice Palace. Right, let's not give anything away. Oh, Strike has been building a boat, which is neat. So the next build is my Ice Palace. I started building this after I started building the port town, which is why like the spire theme is so like prevalent through it. Hi there, James. None of these have any decorations in them yet. They're just kind of... Oh, I suppose I can just write TP, can't I? Ah, well. I don't really use commands that often, which is why I'm a bit awkward with them. This comes out into like a dead, icy coral garden. Diamond blocks and lapis blocks. Anything that's kind of blue and white, I used in this garden. You should be on Twitch. I do have a Twitch. Hi, Shadow Flame Wolf. What's up? I do have Twitch, but I've not streamed on Twitch before. I don't really know how to use Twitch, and I've been using YouTube for a lot longer. So I kind of know how to use YouTube. Plus Craig uses YouTube, and it's easy to ask him questions if I don't know how to do anything. The thing that I most enjoyed about this build was that I used kind of dead coral to decorate things and make it look like ice shards. I've also got some floating blocks to try and make it look a little bit magical. But I really love like circular builds. I find it really satisfying to like to plan it out by kind of like I plan them out normally by, you know, like doing a cross section and then making sure I've got like a space in the middle. What's that? Another one there. I've got 5 on each side. So just every single circular build starts off just with me doing a cross section pretty much. You are the only English-speaking streamer who streams Minecraft. Ah, that's not true. I know loads of people that stream Minecraft. Hello there. Yeah, and then I'll just put one there. One there. One there. One there. And then basically fill in the gaps until I have a nice big circle, and then I follow it all the way up. And I would say the hardest bit is these, like the top of these spires. You know, it's basically just block by block. Just put it in block by block until it's finished. try and like repeating a pattern, but removing a block each time so it gets smaller and smaller. And then over here there's just like a little pathway, nothing special. Right. What's the next one? That's it. So I'll go back to the port town and we can start on some decorating. Hopefully these are the right chords for the port town. I literally got them off right at about 3 minutes before the stream started. Oh, so that's Okami town. That's alright, we can just fly back. I learned how to chat properly and not spam in someone's live stream from Twitch because there are so many rules to follow. You cannot talk about age in Twitch chats. What, like the age of the person streaming or like how old you are? I'm eating breakfast. I just woke up and was surprised to see you streaming. Yeah! That's me. The breakfast streamer. But yeah, so what I'm going to do then, now that we've seen like a whole bunch of my builds, which has taken like an hour to go through, I'm going to start getting some of the blocks to build a few more of these. I've kind of plotted out where I need them to be. 13 years old and minimum age on Twitch. Literally nothing about age of anybody. Well, no one's allowed to ask my age because there was a bit of a joke in the last stream where I don't know how, but it got misunderstood that someone thought I was a middle-aged woman, and I almost cried. So let's not go into that today. 90 is your age. That's a lie. So we want these nice purple blocks. Purple? I've never really had to say the name of the blocks out loud, so. See, this is why I like creative. It's so relaxing to just kind of just sift through all of the blocks and pick out the ones I want to use. Just bit by bit. So we want some mossy cobblestone. Use that one, and we want some of these. So this is all we need. Oh, and oh no, I've already got them. Perfect. what are you doing in today's stream? So today's stream, as the title suggests, we're in one of my creative realms, and I've just done a bit of a tour and shown some of the builds that I've done over the years. And now I'm just gone back to my port town, and I'm going to start just decorating the outside of this wall now. So adding a few more of these balconies and a few more turrets, just so you guys can kind of see how I normally would build. Obviously, because I started doing a survival stream, it's not really like an accurate representation of how I enjoy building, because I'm such an impatient person in that sense that, like, I like to have everything I need at my fingertips. Which is probably not the best thing to admit, but oh well. Gonna change the time cycle. Ah, I could change the time cycle so you can see how it looks in nighttime. I think the stars are a bit off-putting. It looks nice in night, but when the day and night cycle is running and these stars are moving, it's just like really in your face. So I'm gonna keep it on day. Gaming Gladiator, do you say trailer or RV? I say trailer. I would say RV. I wouldn't say RV. I would say like caravan. And then a trailer is like something that you put on the back of your car to like transport, like, I don't know, rubbish or anything that you need to go to the tip. Caravan. Oh yeah, or a camper van. Yeah, camper van. You could say that as well. Am I still using... Right, so these are brown, but I'm going to be changing them to purple, so I'm just going to use purple. And then... If I had an idea to build something like a city in creative, I would just give up because I get too tired of being on the world for 4 hours straight. I think if you're gonna build a big world like this, you kind of need to have a passion for it, I guess. But even like my passion for it runs low sometimes, which is why I don't work on it every day. Can you say mate in an Australian accent? Well, that's just me. There you go. Mate. I heard a pig. Oh yeah, pigs and cows. So that's actually there. Oh dear. You're gonna have to put that back. I like the texture pack, and hi. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, the texture pack is DokuCraft Dwarven. It's my favorite texture pack because it has a load of really cool looking, like, it's kind of like a medieval themed texture pack. So it's got a really nice load of like awesome textures. And then let's pop these here. One thing that I try to do is just give everything a little bit of detail. So even if that's just making a block face a different way, or using like a different texture of the same block. Ellie Sparks, hello. Gaming Gladiator, don't you guys say might? I suppose. Yeah, like, if you have that kind of Australian accent, you say it like that, but some accents are stronger. Like, I've never really had a very strong Australian accent anyway. So, there's that. I think I said last time that even when I lived in Australia, people still used to ask me, like, where I was from. It'd be like, here. So, what's next on those? We need to put the lanterns on. Oh, so I just got Optifine on this world, which is why I'm streaming on this world today, because I said I wouldn't stream on here until I had Optifine like on it, because it just, without Optifine the textures kind of can look a little bit funny. So I wanted to wait until I had Optifine before I streamed on this world, just so it kind of gives a bit of a better representation of kind of what everything is supposed to look like. How long did it take to make this? Years. I don't know if you were here at the start of the stream, but for the first kind of 50 minutes, we were just going through this city, another city, and 2 palaces. And I've been building on this world for about 5 years, so. Ellie Sparks, do you play Roblox? No, I don't play Roblox. I've never played Roblox. I know, I mean, I only know a couple of people that do play it, and they're my nieces, so. Yeah. I don't really know what kind of a game it is, but I do get asked that quite a bit, actually, if I play Roblox. But no, I've never played it. I was supposed to get Java for birthday yesterday, but I never got it. Oh, do you mean like Minecraft? Like the non-Bedrock edition Minecraft? Can you give me a tour? Well, I'm not going to do another tour because everyone here has already seen it. But when the stream's finished, you can actually go back through the stream and you can watch it from the beginning. So you don't miss out on like any of the builds that I showed everyone. But I'm going to do a little bit of building now. Oops. Building and breaking, apparently. This is mostly what I do. I build things and then I get annoyed with the color that I've built it in, so I break it and build it again. Right, so this whole front section is nearly done. I need to build. Oh. This section in here. It's these little tiny details that I think makes a build just kind of stand out a bit more. And then once that's done, we'll go inside the wall so you can see all of the messy behind the scenes stuff. Actually, I'm just going to break through the wall and do it because I'm really naughty. So let's build that there. Right. And then we'll pop through here and get some of these lanterns. Like I said, I don't use anything in the way that it's supposed to be used when I build in creative mode. I just use whatever's available and whatever I think is going to look good in terms of the overall build being completed. Which is why I use things that you wouldn't probably necessarily think to use. I just use things for decoration. I like your hair. Thank you. I love my hair. It makes me happy when I get to do my hair in the mirror every morning because I love the color pink and it just makes me feel happy when I see my hair. On Tuesday after 11 a.m. I'm going to be getting my annual results online. So is that for school? Are they like your school results? Like exam results and things? That is what I do. I like to build different than others. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love teal. Teal used to be my favorite color. Like I used to love teal so much that I used to have a bird and it was a cockatiel and I called it Teal. Not because of the cockatiel, but just because I really loved the color teal back then. School results. I bet that's kind of weird for you, isn't it? Getting your school results online. It must be a bit weird. Right. Now, we need to measure out to build more of these. So, at the moment, it's 2 balconies, 1 turret, 2 balconies, 1 turret. So, should I do another turret? No, I'm going to start with balcony. So each balcony is 6 wide. And then I leave a space of 6. And then do another 6 blocks. 5, 6. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll mark this as the end of this area. So I could do that, or I could move them all 2 blocks over, 3 blocks over. 1, 2, 3. So there's a space of 4. I do try to keep things as symmetrical as I can. There's a space of 1 there. So if I move that over by 2. I'm kind of talking to myself while I try and do the maths. Uh-oh. I broke the wall. That's kind of a bit better. It sits a little bit more evenly now. I like that better. What time is it for you? It is 8:09 p.m. Hers, yeah. I'm guessing it was a question for me. I'm just gonna break 1 more. That's better. Right. So what I might do in this one to make it a little bit more symmetrical is, so this here is the middle. So the first 2 I'll do as balconies. Then the third one here I'll do as a turret, balcony, turret, and then 2 more balconies. I might have to break some of these blocks around here. Just so that the balcony has some space to kind of extend down a bit. Well, this grass will grow back as well, so it's all right. So that's going to come down. Yeah, that should be fine. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I don't need those there. Typical LeLe breaking her builds. Yeah. If you need a block of music, you can click the scroll button on your mouse while looking at stuff. Oh yeah, so I use this scroll on my mouse to... Oh, while what? Oh. What? So confused. I've kind of been doing it this way for such a long time that if I did it any other way, I would really confuse myself. What I'll do is I'll practice with it. I'll practice doing that. Hello, just got here. This is the first time I'm watching a stream live, so I'm pretty excited. Oh, well, welcome to the stream. I'm very flattered that you came to join us. Thank you. Is it Fradin? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I'm gonna guess it's Fradin. Fradin? Oh, Freydin? Or Freydin? So, maybe with my accent, I say things a little bit differently. AI. Like, I would pronounce AI like I. So, like, but I don't think it would be pronounced like Freydin. But I might be wrong. I should just give up trying to pronounce people's names. Long A. Fradin? Oh, it'd be great if I could put the blocks in properly. Yeah, Ryan, wasn't it? See, this is gonna bug me because it's on the floor and kind of, if you were someone that wanted to like break into a walled city, you would try and climb the wall, right? So having the balcony connected to the floor just seems really like bad building design. So maybe I kind of have to dig this area out a little bit, which is fine. No problems there. But luckily I can use the commands now. So it's basically going to make a big gap, but that's all right. Because at the moment... Oh, I don't want to go that far over. Ta-da! And then we'll just kind of naturalize this area and add some grass into it. meant to be here at the very beginning of the stream, but I fell asleep. Oh no! Well, you are in Australia, so I'll forgive you. I forgive you. Hello, Nathan. That's so cute, that little waving person. Oh, I love it. So that looks a little bit better. When the grass grows back, I mean, I could just replace this bottom section with grass, actually, so I might just do that. Let's give it a go. Oh, I don't want to do that. So this way I don't need to go and replace. I mean, the grass will eventually grow there, but I don't really want to wait. Is it block? Or do I have to do the underscore? Yeah. There we go. That's better. And that will eventually grow back. But I think that just looks a little bit nicer now that it's not touching the ground. I think it looks a bit better now that it's not touching the ground. I do need to add an extra one to the bottom though, but that still looks alright. Much nicer. It's 9:15 p.m. So you're like 1 hour ahead of us? We did just get daylight savings time, so I think it would actually be like 7:17 p.m. for us. So you're like 2 hours ahead. I just destroyed that and I forgot to count them. Right. So 6. Can we swap time zones? I mean, I'm not really that fussed on the what's it called? Daylight savings. I did wake up this morning and it said that it was 9:02 and I was like, oh my gosh, I never sleep that late. Like I normally wake up at about 7 o'clock every morning, regardless of whether or not I'm working. Just because Petal, our dog, she wakes up at like exactly 7 o'clock every morning, and then because she sleeps on the bed with us, she kind of like climbs up and then just starts kind of annoying me until I get up. She's asleep on the floor next to me at the moment, so she's a little angel when she's asleep. Except sometimes she snores, and that's quite funny. It's cute, but yeah, it's quite funny. She's a lazy pup right now. She's very lazy right now. But that's all right. She's allowed to be. She's tiny. She's allowed to sleep whenever she wants. Oh, yeah. Petal and Marmite, yep. But there's one more as well. There's another cat. And that's Pickles. Marmite's like the cuddly one. Pickles is the one that that kind of just gets fed up with you really quickly. Except in the mornings. Pickles is really, he's such a baby in the morning. He really likes dressing gowns as well. So like a dressing robe. I don't know if you guys call them dressing gowns. Just because they're like soft and fuzzy, he likes to kind of like paw at them, and he purrs, and it's really cute. So I forgive him for being a bitey McBite face when he's purring in the morning, because it's quite cute. Oh, these are so cute. These little These little emotes, I love them. Cat in a box. I love them. Python didn't teach us that. How dare he? Ooh, where am I? Yeah. I know there's like a copy and paste command, but I am so bad at using it. Like I tried to use it with one of my builds in this port town, like just behind this wall here. And I kind of forgot that like it copies the height as well of the floor. So I pasted it and I cut out cut out a whole section of the ground. And now that area is like lower than the rest of it, which was this building here. So I had to kind of go around and try and smooth out all the edges because it just literally cut into everything. It just had like a big square. So I had to kind of build around it to make it look a little bit more like it was meant to be there. Oh dear. So after that, I decided that I didn't want to use the copy command anymore because it just... If I make a mistake, I can't just click undo. It bothers me. Are they like robes? Yeah, it's like a dressing robe. Yeah. You are lucky to have commands for Minecraft. In Bedrock, we can't do certain commands. Oh, really? I didn't know that. I've never played Bedrock. Actually, that's a lie. I do have Minecraft on my phone, and I'm pretty sure that the one on your phone is like Bedrock edition, so there's that. But I don't really play it that much on my phone just because I find it really difficult to control. Bedrock is lacking. I thought you were building a turret. No! See, this is where the copy and paste command would be so handy to use, because I could just copy this and paste it here, and then I wouldn't have to destroy it and build the turret. No! Oh well. I'm building a turret here. Thanks for reminding me. I would have been so upset if I like built all of them and then I had to go and destroy all of them. Oh, what a sad day. Welcome to my creative life. This is literally what I do. At least I reminded you, yeah. Right, so I think that these turrets are 8 blocks wide. And it's made with dark and light. Okay. Did anyone hear that little pig then? That was cute. So. What about redstone? Cough, redstone, cough. Oh. Oh, that is not what I wanted to use. See, I really enjoy creative mode. So much more. Survival is so difficult for me. I can just do anything I want in creative. It makes me happy. Oh, last stream. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anyone who saw the last stream already knows that I thought that I didn't have any redstone when actually I had like 80 redstone. And I thought I didn't have it, so I went back down into the cave and risked my life. Risked it to find redstone, and then I got back to my house and found out actually I have many redstone. that was a fun event. So yeah, that was a fun time. Yeah, Ryder never said a single thing, and he saw at the start of the stream that I had it in that I had it in my chest, and he never said anything. So mean. Couldn't believe it. Oh yeah, so when I very first started playing Minecraft, I did have World Edit, but I don't think World Edit is available on Realms, as far as I'm aware. So that's why we haven't got it on this realm. I would really like it to be on the realm. I think you have to have like an actual server, which we don't have. If we could get a server, I would definitely get World Edit for it. Because I really love like the fact that you can just kind of like shape landscapes. So rather than having to like go ahead and naturalize everything myself, I could just use the wand to kind of just smooth it all out, and it would just do it by itself, and I would really love that. Can only be installed in a server. Yeah. And because we play on a realm and not a server, we can't use World Edit. So I'm stuck with using the commands and building block by block, which I don't really mind because I've been doing it for so long now. I'm just kind of used to it. Can I help you build? Well, this is a shared realm, so we can only have like, I think, what is it, like 6? I think we can only have 6 people on this realm. And we already have 6 spaces. Like, we've already used up all the spaces in this realm, just kind of with me and my friends. So unfortunately, no, you cannot help me build. Sorry. I've never used World Edit, but I'm excited to get it when I get Java Edition. It's like life-changing. I really wish I could use it, but I just can't. I really wish I could use it on this world. I can just like imagine how much easier it would be to build everything if I had World Edit. We're going to have to... Next step is going to be to get a server. Just a private server would be fine. Can you increase the number of people allowed to play? I don't really know, actually. We've never had a need to. Have a great idea. You can make a public server where you put ranks specific, permissions for specific ranks. Oh, well, I don't really know if I have time to run a Minecraft server, and I would absolutely have no idea where to start because I've never done anything like that before. I mean, here I am just, you know, picking out my blocks one by one when apparently there's a much quicker way to do it that, that I don't know of. So... if I can't even play it right myself, there's no way that I could run a whole server. Well, Cherie, you can like take some screenshots of the stuff that you build, and you can, if you pop them on Twitter, I can have a look at them. That would be fun. We should have a Twitter thread where everyone shares their favorite builds that they've done. I'll start it after the stream. Oh, also, did anyone else notice that I changed my little, like, face cam box? I added, like, some little bits to it. And, yeah, I was very proud of that. That's what happens when you are not actually doing your job at work. I just wanted things to look like a little bit more professional. I tried. I'm not a professional, but it would be nice to look like one at least. Something doesn't add up. I think I have 7 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That frightened me for a minute. I was like, oh no. Everything I've done is in the wrong place. Oh, I'll be the second. Oh no. Craig would never have time to help me run a server. I don't think I would want to run a server anyway. I think it would be really stressful. And like, I've just got enough stress in my life. When I play Minecraft, I want it to be relaxing. I think if I had to run a whole server, I would not, it would not be relaxing. I think you'd need like a group of people to run it. And I would not want to be responsible for those people. Wait. Oh, look. See, I almost did it again. I almost did it again. Yep. Another turret. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, goodness. So, I'm going to have to remove these. See, this is what happens when I talk while I build. I build the wrong things. LeLe! You're building a turret! Yes, yes, yes. At least you're being entertained. Oh, yeah, of course. Well, I am being entertained. It is nice to have people to chat with while I'm playing. And hopefully that goes both ways. I hope that I'm entertaining some of you. Saving your bacon. Yeah. Thanks for saving my bacon. If you're going to be the owner of a server, then you don't even need to do anything because there would be admins and moderators to do all the work. I don't know. I probably would never do it. I'm a bit lazy. Is that? That's better. Perfect. I want bacon. Yeah, I have 2 slices of bacon left in the fridge, you guys. 2. And I'm going to have to risk going out tomorrow because we need to get more dog food for Petal. So, yeah. If I don't make it back, you know where I am. Pay the... Oh, gosh. I do not have money for that. Oh, so this is a different height now. So I might put that one 2 in the middle. Yeah, that'll do. Ain't nobody got money for that. Exactly. Not right now, anyway. It's coming along so good. There's a few details that we've missed out, but I'll go back and finish those now, actually. What's the IP I want to join? I'm not going to give it out just because my friends play on this realm, and I wouldn't want to just kind of let people join it without kind of first checking with them. And like I said, there's only a certain amount of spaces on the realm, and all of those spaces are currently taken up. So I'm very sorry. Where is the lanterns on here? Right down the bottom. I really love the lanterns. They're like one of my favorite things that got put into this game. I was never a massive fan of torches. Beautiful. No, I think the realms are like, was it in England? What is it, like £5-6 a month or something? I don't think it's very expensive. But oh, my mouse pad almost fell off the desk. Oh, $8 for a realm. Yeah, so I don't think it's that much. These black. Yeah. In America, £6 a month in the UK. Oh, not what I meant to do. That was a really cool sound. So yes, these are beacons, and I use them as light sources. £5 is a lot for me. £5 is a lot for everyone right now. Good, good, good. That is looking much better. But you can kind of see how long it takes me to build things when I'm doing it on camera. So if you can imagine like the size that everything is in this city, like it took a long time. Whereabouts do you live again? Is it India that you're in at the moment? I think you said, yeah, a couple of days ago that it was India that you lived in. Oh, look, I put them in the wrong place. Oh, what a dummy. It's a really cool sound they make when you break them. Doo-doo. India. Cool, right. One bedroom apartment, and that bedroom is my parents'. Oh, wow. So not much space like to yourself then? I think everyone needs to have some space to themselves every now and then. Wow, you guys, look how great this wall is looking. It's looking so good. I'm so pleased with it. You know what is going to be hard though? Building these balconies on an angle. Diagonal builds are so hard. If you love lanterns, then you are the lantern queen. The lantern queen. I love that. They just come in and brighten up everyone's day. Alucardio. Hiya. Arrived late. Tut tut. That's alright. I forgive you. At the moment, big stretch. At the moment, we're just kind of working on this, building these balconies and turrets. Python is opposed to point for flower power. I mean, I do use... Well, these are all like slightly older ones, so I haven't used many lanterns for these, but you can see on the new ones, like, I use a lot more lanterns. Lots of lanterns. Oh, maybe this... Yeah, there we go. Lanterns. Lovely. Let's be polite and go out through the gate. Shall we shut the gate behind us? Can't you just kind of imagine like a guard being here and saying, no, you cannot enter without identity papers. And then they will shoot you if you don't have your identity papers and try to get through. I've built a whole world around this world. Do you know where your first build is on the world? I do know where my first build is on the world. If you go back through the stream, oh gosh, maybe like 35 minutes in, maybe 40 minutes in, maybe like 40 minutes in, is like the first area where I built. Really love your building palette. Thank you. Yeah, I used a lot of like greys and purples. I just think they're colors that not many people use very often. I guess because a lot of people who play like survival, nether brick is probably kind of difficult to acquire like en masse. So I've really taken advantage of the fact that in creative mode I can just have whatever I want whenever I want it. So I just think nether brick is a really nice, it's like kind of like a subtle color. It's not too like overbearing. It's quite a muted color. It looks nice, I think. Not unless you're on the Hermitcraft server. Well, I'm not. Plus that's a, like that. I don't really... Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to destroy it, not rebuild it. I don't really know kind of what the Hermitcraft server does to get their resources. Like, I'm guessing that they... Is it a survival server? Is my question. I've watched some Hermitcraft stuff, but not really a lot. I think I built that one too high. I did. Oh dear. Let's try that again. I think it's a survival server, but I don't know, really, to be honest. It's a survival one, okay. Well, I would not be good at it then. I think that's what makes their buildings so impressive, is the fact that they build what they build then, but it's in survival, so gosh, yeah. Look, I've made a mistake again. There we go, that's better. Ask Python for every knowledge about the Hermitcraft server. I suppose I could. But it's not really something that I watch. So I suppose there's no real need for me to have the knowledge. They're really quick at getting resources. Well, they're all like super professional, aren't they? So they've probably got it all sorted out, like building farms and like automated things. And I can't do that kind of stuff. Adam Python said he wasn't going to be in the 7th season, but I understand his reasoning. Yeah, I mean, he wants to do his own thing at the moment, so, and he's doing really well, which I'm very proud of him. You'd still be with stone tools while they are yes, exactly, yeah. I would definitely still be using stone tools while they were like off in the end beating the dragon. Oh dear. I'd be like, hey guys, wait up, let me see if I can hit the dragon with my stone axe. You'd never fight the dragon. I don't want to fight the dragon. I'm dreading it in my survival world right now. Because I'm like, hey guys, what should we do in the next episode? And then someone will say, oh, fight the ender dragon. I'm like, I have one diamond pickaxe. I have one diamond pickaxe. Everything else is iron. I'm nowhere near ready to fight the ender dragon. You would die 10 times over. Durgon, yeah. The Durgon. Fight Drogon. Right. Let's pop in these little doohickeys here. And then, I hope I've done this. So very slight error. Oh, actually, I don't think there is an error. I think there's 4 on this side, 4 on that side. Yeah, perfect. I didn't make a mistake. I thought I made a mistake, but I didn't. I counted it just right. Yes. Balconies look really good. Thank you. They fought the dragon in their 2nd or 3rd episodes. That to me is like mind blowing, because all that you need to get like the, what are they? Ender pearls, eyes of ender, whatever they are, and you need to get like however many of them, and then you need to find that portal, and I don't think I could do it in 3 episodes. I just don't think I could. After you nearly messed up. Yeah, it looks good after I nearly made an awful mistake. There we go. Almost finished. Let's add, let's get these little guys. Where are they? There. We'll add these on here. Oh, I'm very pleased. Ooh. Add these on here. And I know I'm missing something. What do I need? Ah, I need to get our little detailed purple blocks. I'm going to call them purple blocks. Purple? Purple. I think it's purple. There we go. This side of it is finished. Looks very nice. I'm really, really happy with it. Really happy. Except this is slightly different here. So break some of this dirt. They probably do it before they make an episode. Oh, what, like a practice run? Maybe. That's better. Nearly. Ah, that can stay how it is. It is looking so much more detailed. This resource pack is great for medieval building style. What is it called? Alacardio. It is DokuCraft Dwarven. I have a link to it in the description of the video as well, so you can find it and you can download it from the website. It's really good. They're really good at keeping on top of like the new versions when they come out. They always update it really quickly as well. So it's just a really, it's a well-maintained like resource pack, so I highly recommend it. DokuCraft Dwarven and John Smith Legacy are my two favorite resource packs. If I could like mix them together and have like pieces of both, I would be very happy. I'd be very happy. Right, so that wall's done. I'm not going to build any more on that wall right now because I'm like all walled out. I did want to start, we could build a building here. I started kind of planning out the layout for a building, but I never got around to finishing it. I only did that like earlier this morning though, so there's not much that I've done like in terms of building it. That was a weird sound. We could try some interior decorating. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you want me to do some decorating or should I build that building that's half done? Because I'm not sure what to do right now. I could do either. Decor. That sounded like a nether portal. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it sounded like a nether portal. I looked around, I was like, I definitely don't have one in this town. Interior. Okay. Okay, let's do some interior work then. So this one has already partial floor, so that's fine. Need to figure out a way to get up onto this second level. I think I was going to build a staircase kind of winding up, but we'll see. So we need to pick a color palette first. So let's have a look. So I've got a nice white floor. Okay, so everyone's picked decor, so we will do some interior designing. Let's go with, well, we're gonna need some lanterns, so I'll keep that. And we'll need a chest, so I'll keep that. I want to use the loom, that's a cool thing. Oh, I could put like a fireplace here. That might be kind of cool. So I'll use a campfire as well. And then if we get some glass. Oh, that is iron bars, not glass. Some glass. What else should we use? Spiral staircase. I love staircases. I could definitely do a spiral staircase. It's not a very large space that I have to work with. So downstairs is going to be like living space, and then upstairs is going to be bedroom space. What is with this? What have I done here? Look at this tiny little gap. Pathetic. let's use this one. Right. So maybe we'll put that one block back. Put that there. There we go. So I'll put go. We've got a nice little fireplace in the corner there. Use bricks to give it more color. I'm not a huge fan of this color of bricks, but I suppose we could use it for this specific area, I suppose. I'll have to have the stairs coming up on this side. Huh. What colour stairs? Maybe dark oak? I love dark oak. It's my favourite. See, this is when I actually hate myself. Because I've... because the way I've built this... it's like one block. Right, so I could do it in one more block. That'll be fine. But sometimes when I do these builds, I make the top level 1 size smaller. So, so if I have to do a staircase, it doesn't line up. It really bothers me. If you ever want to make a stylish bridge, then make the bridge using campfires, then put out the fire on them using shovels or water. Trust me, it looks really good. I think I used that as the ceiling here. The campfires. I used them as a textured ceiling to make it look like it's like logs running in one direction. Which does definitely look really good. It's a really good like decorating tool, so very cool. I'm gonna go sleep. Can't keep my eyes open. Watch it later. Oh, thanks for stopping by anyway. I know it's so late in Australia right now. Well, early. Early in the morning. Take care. This is gonna be a very small bedroom. Also might have a slight issue of hitting the wall on the other side. Oh, what are we gonna do? Gonna have to build it down one more. A slight logistical error on my part. I'm gonna have to have the staircase coming all the way down. But I would prefer it if the people walking down the stairs didn't land directly in the fire. You could have made a spiral. I could have made a spiral staircase, but... Or do you think I should... I mean, this takes up a lot of space, and it's kind of ugly. So I'll try doing a spiral staircase instead. What is Most embarrassing or funny moment of you in Python, which you can share with us. Every day of my life is embarrassing and funny, so that. We'll build the little spiral staircase here. Hopefully this works out all right. Yeah, it's working out all right. Are we going to end up walking straight into the wall? Maybe. There. And now we just need to fill in the gap. What is the other cat's name? Tickle. It's Pickle. Pickles. Tickle. That's cute. His name is Pickles. Tickle. That's funny. That really made me laugh. It's so funny when something like so simple and easy, like getting the name Tickle and Pickle mixed up is such an easy thing, like it's such an easy mistake to make, but it is so funny as well. I just find it hilarious. Oh, see, I don't like this. I don't like how close it is to the fire. I'm gonna have to make the fire 2 spaces wide instead of 3. Because in real life, if there was a wooden staircase that close to the fire, like, you would fire the person that built it. Interesting. I'll probably fill the underside with things to make it look more appropriate. So maybe some chests, another chest, or a bookcase. I thought I had one, but I guess I didn't pick one up. Oak trapdoor. Place that there to make it look like a bit of a shelf. We'll put one here. There we go. So a bit of a weird looking blob of things, but whatever. Oh, it's very narrow. Oh well. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. This doesn't seem safe. Oh well. Python just released Arc. Oh, he just finished recording it when I started streaming. Like 2 minutes before I started streaming. Some furniture in here. I'll decorate this house and then I think we'll call it a night. Because I'm getting hungry and we have some pizza in the fridge. And I would really like to eat it. Who needs safe? Put a flower pot. Oh, flower pot on the shelf. Good idea. I don't know what size it's going to be because these flower pots are like a random size. Ah, it's a little small one. That's nice. And we'll put some red flowers in it. They kind of get cut off, but that's all right. Fancy white furniture. And then maybe a little table in the middle. I'll use the birch trapdoor. Oh, and I'll use an end rod for underneath it, so it lights up the room a bit. Oh, and I just got rid of that, didn't I? Okay, so we've got a nice little seating area. I'll put some more things on the walls, maybe some paintings. And then we're gonna be done. Nope, that's way too big. A little painting there. We could put some I love these banners. These are like one of my favorite things. Okay, I need to do it properly. Oh, I've used the wrong thing. There we go. So I guess this is kind of like a red and white themed house right now. Red, white, and wood. Oh, too big. Let's go up to the next floor. And we can probably put a nice painting up here somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Don't like that one. You can pretend it's a mirror. Two of them. See what that looks like with the beds. And we'll go with a nice classic red bed. Yeah, I like that. But instead of that going there, I'm going to put a barrel. And then let's put some of these little pots up here. Oh, it's looking lovely. We'll get a rug. We'll get a rug going. Maybe red and grey. We can move that down one actually. I think just red actually. I don't think it needs any grey. Red, white, and hell with that big painting. Well, this is a nice painting. And then to cover up this gap here, we can put some more bookshelves. And then so that the person can get to the bookshelf at the top, put a little ladder so that they can at least reach the books that they want to read. It's looking a bit better now, a little bit more homely. We do, however, need some lanterns. And one of my favorite things to do with the lanterns is have them look like they're hanging from the ceiling. So if you have like, that's a weird random brick that shouldn't be there, but I'll just make it symmetrical. Oh, it's a chimney. Oh well, don't matter. So what I'll do is bring these down from here. Put a desk on one of the walls. Good idea. I'll put a desk. I don't want it to look too cluttered, but I will put a desk on there because I think we still have space for one. So if you have these hanging down, and you can actually hang a lantern on the bottom of it, and it kind of looks like they're just kind of ceiling lights. Gives it a nice effect. Let's see. We may not have room for a desk up here, but I might be able to perhaps put, yeah, I could put a little desk in the corner here. So let's have a look. If we use maybe a dark oak trapdoor, and then maybe a little wooden chair. I don't like that. Ooh, oh no, I broke a hole in the floor. I could do a desk facing the other way. Yeah, I think that would work. And I want to put something on the wall here, so maybe an item frame? You can pick a block with middle while clicking it. That's what everyone said, but I'm really stupid and I can't figure out what that means. Middle clicking it. Do I need to shift click it? No, that just gives me many, many blocks that I don't want. I'll get Craig to explain it to me because my brain just doesn't understand what you're trying to tell me. The scroller thing. What? Click the scroller. I don't understand. Not in the menu. I figured it out. That makes sense. Wow, look at me go. I get it now. I get it now. But that's kind of saying that all of the blocks that I want to use are around me. But I've got it. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Oh, I'm happy with that. Let's get a chair. I don't have any blocks here that I want to build a chair out of, so let's build one out of, ooh, petrified oak slab. One there, and then I can do this, can't I? Oh, I did it. Little chair there. Let's put something in these item frames. Something shiny, like a cool potion. It's got an orange potion and a green potion. I love things that are sparkly, so this is good. Three. This is coming along really good. I think maybe the white chairs don't suit very well. So if I make them similar to how I've made the other ones, I think it might look a bit better. Maybe I don't need as many chairs. Because I think it's looking a little bit too big. Like there's too much stuff in here. So what I'll do is I'm going to put 3 chairs. And I'm just going to give them a back. Gold star. Yay! Ah, see, I've made it too far. I say that and then I go and make like a big mistake. So now I need oak fence. And oh wow, this is gonna change my life. This is gonna change my life knowing that I can just click it. Maybe I'll just have 2 chairs there. I think that looks a bit nicer. And then we need to bring some of the red down here because we've got loads of red stuff upstairs. So maybe if I just do another rug down here. Little red rug. And then maybe like a runner. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh. It's looking all right. I think we need a few more little decoration bits. Maybe some more flower pots. Something in the corner. I like these brick wall things. These are really, really nice. If you like put one in the corner like that and then put a oh, see, it doesn't click the flower pot, so that's something that I need to do like separately. Put a flower pot on top of it, and it looks like it's just a little flower pot holder. I love it. I think it looks really nice. And then oh, I don't actually want the potion, I just want the oh no, it don't work. Put a chair near the fireplace. Like a granddad chair? I could do that. Let's make a granddad chair for the fireplace. Do we have any like red-ish blocks? Oh yeah, perfect. Is that too close? And then we just use that one. Is it too close to the fire? It looks like someone's... I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. I think we just need a couple more like picture frames around and then say that this is done. I just think that looks really funny there. Just like, I'll just sit here by myself. Just with the back turned to absolutely everything else in the house. Let's just... Get a granddad. Okay, we're gonna have to use the one of the scary bear. And then the final thing we'll do is just put this lantern here. So there we have a very basically decorated little area. I would love to put a flower pot on top of here though. And we can put a poppy in it instead. There we go, that's looking nice. So you've got a little storage area here that can't open. It wants to look nice, it doesn't need to be efficient. And then you go up the stairs, which we will probably definitely fall off. And we just need to put up a railing. Oh, actually, how about we use... Oh, I did it again. I'm so bad at breaking everything. Oh, if you heard that little whine, that's Petal. She does this thing where if she like itches herself, she just cries at the same time. I don't know why she does it. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my gosh, this is a game changer. Wow. When did these become a thing? I love them. I've never used them as actual like railings. Wow, I really love it. We probably can put something along this wall here. But something small, so maybe a small desk. So if we use that, if we get a trapdoor and some oak. Yeah, I've discovered something new. So there we go. Just a nice little, just a little piece of something. In fact, I might replace that with, I'm going to replace that with a flower pot. And then I'm going to leave it there, otherwise I will never stop playing. To be fair, I'm probably going to keep playing after I finish streaming, but we'll update another time. But yeah, so there we go. A small decorated house. Just very, very simple. There we go. That's it. So I'm going to leave the stream here because I really want to go and eat some pizza. So I would like to thank you all for joining me today in my creative realm. I hope you had a fun time looking at all of the builds that I've done, and the next stream will be back in the survival world working on my beach house, which I did do something in here today, just practicing. I'd made a custom palm tree just to see how it looks, and I was quite pleased with it. I think it looks all right. So hopefully I'll be building a bunch of those in the survival world in the next stream. But yeah, thanks so much for coming to join me. I had a really fun time, and I hope that you did too. So I will see you in the next stream.